EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check. 3 down. Go. Get out there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And now running right through it. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the counter, Elliott.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And a short gain here down to the 22. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
There we go. 48. Hey, 47. Watch out. Go. Get out there.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, little 360. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
47. Gun. 26.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his first pass is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Get up! Wait!
Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
They run. Devontae Freeman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Freeman, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
To play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. To throw is Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tech McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
There we go, kill. There we go, 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Oh, and now he bowls him over, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
We're going to 54. Why here? Get out.
Prescott now. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Gun!
And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on first down.
Gun!
On second down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Elliott. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
You're going 47.
Now Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
There you go. Wide in.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. Here we go. Wide in. 46, 46. Switch, and back. 26.
Here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He's back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And Jones has it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
46. There go. 48. Move. 26.
This is Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
48. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First down, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 47. Go. Get out there.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts the defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Zero. Entry. Hey.
Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 81 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go, 47. Check nickel. Go. Get out there. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. Third and long for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Gotta go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running two, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. So that one will be accepted. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
14. There. 14, run it. Gotta go.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Be ready for one word. 18. 12. 14. Gotta go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Run left. 12.
Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eye.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are now just a an extra point away from moving out in front. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. That's taken on the 25. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Tempo. 19.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Elliott, toss right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
4 down. Under. Here we go, 46. Let's go.
Prescott now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And again, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott to throw it. This will be counted about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Toss left to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
There you go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over with it, over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Gotta go. Well. 36 power. 12. Zebra. 18. Don't take forever, okay?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Throwing now is Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Down to 7 seconds now, 6.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here you go. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Here's Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. And this is caught inside the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Orange, orange, orange.
Here's Goff now on second down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, 47. Here we go. All right,
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here you go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Again to Elliott. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go. Go, get out there. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st down, it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here goes it. 180. 11.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. They'll roll him out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a first down throw. Gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Goff on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Goff throwing again. Able to fight through one tackle. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Again, Goff. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are in for 6. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here go 47. 26.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Still going. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And no, it's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They go to Elliott again. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Awesome. Here you go.
Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Running with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, 48.
Handoff left, Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Super.
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Rams on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
17.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
47.
Throwing here, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.